Hi everyone, welcome to Good for the Game TU and this US Masters Day 2 betting update. So round one is behind us. We're going to take a look at the latest betting using World Sports betting prices. They've got a nice promo I want to talk about. But before you do anything else, if you haven't subscribed to any of our videos yet, go below the video and hit the subscribe button now. You can get notified every time one of our videos comes up. We mainly do rugby previews, but we're also doing all 4 golf majors. And of course, there's a small matter of a Cricket World Cup coming up as well. Look out for our flagship rugby show every Thursday night at 9 o'clock. We'll put a link to that at the end of the show. Right, let's get on to the tournament itself, where there was plenty of action last night. The late tee-off times, I don't know if it was anything to do with conditions, but they certainly scored very, very well indeed. And there was no joy for my pick, Rory McIlroy, my main pick. He didn't go particularly well. He got it to -1 after a bit of an up and down round, and then unfortunately bogeyed 17 and 18 to finish +1. Didn't look that bad at the time, but we can have a quick look at the leaderboard here and see that the likes of Brooks Koepka, who I'm also on at 28 to 1, and Bryson DeChambeau came storming through to finish -6. We've got Mickelson -5 and Poulter and Johnson at -4. There's a big group of players at -3, including Justin Harding, the South African rookie. Right, let's have a look at the World Sports betting site. That's wsb.co.za. You'll see they've got a host of markets here. They've also got some round 2 markets and 18-hole matchups, one player pitted against another, and also the second round 3 balls. So if you're looking for action just tonight, you can get involved in those. But if you still want to look at long-term, well, they do have a number of markets up, and the one I want to focus on first and foremost is the outright market. And that's because just logging onto their Twitter account here, they've got a nice special, the Masters. Back any player to win the Masters before the start of day 2. And if your selection ends up tied or outright second or third, we'll refund your stake as a free bet. Look, there are terms and conditions, so just have a look at that as far as the free bets go on their site. But that means you could back one of these players, and let's go to the betting now. We've got Brooks Koepka at 9 to 2, Dustin Johnson at 6 to 1. And now I think Koepka's playing really well. He 3-putted the 8th green, the par 5 yesterday, so things could have been even better for him, but he really is hitting it well. So if you back him now at 9 to 2 and he falls just short and finishes second or third, you do get your stake back up to a maximum of 2,000, and that's refunded as a free bet. You'll see there they're also betting 6 places still, and that's 8 to 10 there, Koepka, 11 to 10, Dustin Johnson for the places. But let's scan through the betting, look for any value. I do think a 9 to 2 Koepka still more than a fair enough price for a man who's won 3 majors out of the last 6, albeit he comes into this tournament not in the best of form. Dustin Johnson looked pretty good yesterday. He's 2 shots off the gallop. He's 6 to 1. DeChambeau, the co-leader, at 15 to 2. Like Koepka, he hasn't been in the best of form of late, but he won the FedEx Cup last year, and he's also showing that he's going to be a man for the big occasion. John Rahm hasn't won a major yet, but is threatening. He's 12 to 1, lurking 3 off the pace. And then you've got the veteran at -5, Phil Mickelson. Can he do it? 14 to 1. Tiger Woods, well, can't believe he's 43, makes me feel old. He's 16 to 1. I got on him at 18 to 1 at the start of the tournament. Ricky Fowler's 18s, and then here comes Rory, but he's 7 back. I wouldn't be taking the 25 to 1 about him at this point. For my money there, if I was going to have a bet, I'm already on Koepka at 28 to 1, but I would suggest the 9 to 2 Koepka is a decent price, especially with insurance for second and third. Let's go into some of the other markets. Louis Oosthuizen is trading at 50 to 1 at the moment. He's the top South African in the betting, albeit he's 2 shots behind Justin Harding. Oosthuizen at -1. You've got Oosthuizen here 5 to 6. This looks a 3-horse race. Brandon Grace at 7 to 2. Jovan Rabula, as a matter of interest, is +1. He's Ernie Els's nephew, I saw last night on the coverage. And Charles Schwartzel +5. He's gone. So it looks a 3-horse race, but I do think Louis Oosthuizen will deliver for you there at 5 to 6. Top debutant, I'm on Lucas Beauregard at 6 to 1, so I'll just be hoping that he keeps on rolling. Good to see Harding there at 3 to 1. I reckon Harding probably 15 to 21 or 20 to 1 at the start. Keith Mitchell 9 to 2, and the only other player in single figures, the very humorous on Twitter, Eddie Pepperell. He's a 9 to 1 in his debut. Right, just a quick couple of markets. This is a 6-shooter market you can pick in round 2. This is a tournament just for these 6 players and only over round 2. You can see very even in the betting. You can get some nice prices here because they do match like-minded players. There's another one of them, Brooks Koepka, heading this one at 15 to 4. And the outsider here is Poulter, who had an excellent round yesterday to finish on a -4. That's then all the betting markets. You could see top Canadian, top Dane. You even get top left-hander player. Gee, I'll have a quick look at that one. And here we got Phil Mickelson trading quite short at 2 to 7. He's obviously going well. Bubba Watson, I didn't see where he finished, but I think he's probably somewhere around the -1. And Mike Weir, well, I didn't even realize this past champion was playing. He's out there at 50 to 1. That's it, though, as far as our Masters betting preview goes. We'll do a little preview probably before each round. And yeah, if you haven't had a bet yet, still plenty of time to get involved. And of course, there's in-running action as well. Thanks very much for watching. Subscribe below this video. And yeah, we'll stick the link to our handicap betting show up there in the top corner. Thanks a lot.